Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So as promised, I did an AZUREBEAUTY dip powder set. If you missed my unboxing swatching video, where I also used their cat eye polish, that was a couple of videos ago. And excuse me, I may just leave that link down below in the description box as well, but I will also leave this dip powder kit linked. It is so beautiful and it comes with so many gorgeous colors. But last time I did PR for AZUREBEAUTY, I mentioned I wanted to do something a little bit more fun and adventurous because I just don't ever do that with dip powder. I always just do a single color, and there were literally 32 colors in this set. So I didn't want to be plain or boring. So I decided that I was going to do two things different. This first one is a marble. Now, I already did my right hand, and I'm just showing you how I did my left hand, but it's the same process, the same exact process. So this red color and this yellow color reminded me of strawberry lemonade, so I was like, let's marble it together, and let's also encapsulate in this set. So you're seeing me add these strawberry Fimo pieces to this set as well. Now, these dip liquids are not the ones that came with the kit. I left those with the kit so that I could put them in my 1K subscriber giveaway, which I promise it is coming up. But I just have been really busy trying to get out these PR videos, and then I also have surgery tomorrow, and I've been sick for the last almost month with a sinus infection that just won't quit. And yeah, it's been rough to say the least, and I haven't been getting the greatest rest lately, and it's just really been bad. But I'm holding it together, so just doing my thing and what I need to do. But I put the yellow, a little bit of the yellow and a little bit of the red together, and then I swirled the dip powder together. Now, after this first dip, it mixed together a little bit too much and it looked a little muddled to me. And you can see I lost one of my strawberries. But you can see, like, I was all over the place in this video. So everything was just getting really messy. So I went ahead and mixed it again. So I'll show you how I do the marbling part in a moment here. But yeah, I am just making sure, like, all the sides are covered with the color and everything like that. I only do 2 dips of this, and I went ahead and got that covered. And then I'm just gently, of course, wearing gloves, pressing it down so I don't get any of the product on my hands and things like that. The base gel, it does have a smell to it, but it isn't super strong or potent. So I really enjoy the dip liquids from AZUREBEAUTY because it does give you time to work with it. It's not like you put the base coat on, it starts drying immediately and you have to hurry up and dip your nails. It does allow you to, it gives you time to work with it so you can apply the base gel with precision so you're not getting it in your cuticles and it's not running or pushing everywhere. So I really like that. And you can do it in a thinner layer, but I prefer to do it in a little bit thicker layer because I really want the powder to absorb and I don't want to have to do a lot of layers. So not too thick, but just thick enough to get a nice layer of powder on there. You will see with this first dip how pigmented these dip powders are. Like, they are just so vibrant, which is another reason why I chose these 2 colors. They are not colors that I would typically go for, and so red is actually my least favorite color. But I love strawberries, and so I thought this would be a fun idea. And I just leave my hand in the powder for about 10 seconds after I apply the base coat, dip it in there, and then I do dip it in at a 45-degree angle. If you put your finger in the powder and you move the nail around, that's where you get that bulky part on the end right here, like you see on my index finger. And yeah, it does get messy very quick. I was spilling it everywhere because my fingers were making it overflow because I had to push them into the powder too far. The length of these nails were like just perfect, I guess. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they weren't so long that I touched like the bottom of the jar, but they were long enough that I wouldn't go any longer than that, you know, without making a huge mess, obviously. So here's what I'm talking about. You can kind of see the powder. There's no longer swirls in the powder. It just all looks like one big giant orange color, orangish color. So here is where I go in, and after you basically get done with your thumbnail, that's long enough for your pinky to absorb enough of the powder where you can go back to your pinky, or you can start from your thumb and go to your pinky. But I start with my pinky and go to my thumb, and then it's long enough for you to brush the powder. Like, it won't get in your brush. The base coat will have set enough with the powder. That's not going to make a huge mess or drag your dip powder and make it all chunky and things like that. So this is round number 2. I do 3 coats of the red and 2 coats of this marble color. Excuse me. And you just saw me swirling that with this little, I got these, I think, off of TEMU or AliExpress, one of the two, but they're actually resin tools. And one has like a little scoop on the end, which I use for glitter and acrylic and things like that when I sugar things or mix things together. And then it comes with a straight one, and then it comes that's kind of flat on the end like a spatula. And it's really nice for stirring things around because they're also very thin, and they don't push product around, or they're easy to clean off because they're metal. So I really, really like those tools. So you can see I did a little bit thicker base coat on this marble nail because I knew I was only going to do 2 coats of this, and then I'm going to go in with clear over to encapsulate everything. So I figured this encapsulation nail was going to go one of 2 ways. It was either going to go really good or it's going to go really bad because I'm going to file through these strawberry pieces, right? And so also the red, it kind of like covered up the strawberries. And so I just took the end of my, not my dotting tool, like that little, whatever that metal, what I just explained. The tool is for the resin tool, and I just kind of scraped off the like a little bit of that excess like powder that was on, like the color powder that was on the strawberry, so that way I could put more base coat over it and cover it up with clear, so when I file it down you will actually see the strawberry and not the red powder. So yeah, that's how I did that. And then I went in with, like I mentioned, I actually did 3 layers of the red. I would not recommend doing more than 3 layers, and you honestly really don't need it. This dip powder system is very strong and very sturdy. I have had these nails on since Tuesday, so almost a week now that I've had these nails on, and they have not budged, they have not chipped, they have not moved. Very, very strong. So I highly recommend this dip powder system. They are one of the only dip powder brands that I will use besides Amber Dips a lot. And so yeah, and their dip liquids are really, really good. And like I said, it might be a little bit smelly, but it is what it is. If you enjoy beautiful nails and you want an easy way to wear acrylic, this is the way to go, because you're literally just dipping your fingers in a acrylic powder with glue. So you can see I went in very heavily with activator, and then I waited at least 5 minutes. Now it says you only have to wait 2 minutes on the directions, but I wait quite a while for the activator to really sink in and set into my nails. And that's why I also go in with a lot of activator and try to avoid, of course, getting it on your skin. But yeah, like I make sure I soak my nails in that stuff because I really, really want that glue to bind together and get like really, obviously really solid and firm, because now we're going in and filing. So I just use this 5-in-1 bit. These things are amazing to file around the cuticle. This one happens to be a coarse bit. And then once I get the cuticle somewhat shaped the way that I like it, then that kind of allows me to see where I need to remove some of the bulk on the rest of the nail. So I just go in with a hand file. I like using this method. I use both the hand file and the e-file, and I got to use my new dust collector. So I was really excited about that because I hardly ever get to use it. But if you also get a peek at my right hand now, and so I did my right hand with the yellow and I did my left hand with the red as the solid color. And so yeah, I kind of wanted to keep that hidden, but I also wanted to do the red on my left hand and show you guys the red color because obviously it's brighter and it pops a lot more on my skin tone, so why not? And then after I was done, I just went in with one little more refinement on the cuticle area with this slim or this skinny sanding band. You guys, I love this thing. I cannot get enough of it. I swear to God, like I use this all the time. So I am also using my Air C drill, which I really love as well. So yeah, like you guys, their products are really, really good. I've done a review on the dust collector and the drill still continue to enjoy them. So highly recommend. But yeah, so, and then here I'm going in after you file and shape your nails. You also want to go in with another layer of activator again, just to make sure that everything is dry underneath and that everything is activated and ready to go before you put on your top coat. And again, you really don't have to let this dry very long because everything is, for the most part, already dry from your first layer of activator and filing. If you try to file through something that is not activated very well, it will gum up your file and it will just come off. Like, you probably literally just be able to wipe it off. So you really want that glue to set. But I also wanted to see, or give you a sneak preview on what these strawberries would look like encapsulated, and they turned out so beautiful. But of course, you know, I could not leave my nails plain. I always leave my dip powder nails just plain jade, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna go all out this time. And I'm gonna put some sparkles on my nails. So I just reached in my drawer and found some rhinestones that would look really cute with this set. I'm actually ready to take the rhinestones off, but I have some more PR, of course, to do. So that'll probably be in my next video. But yeah, here, and also coming up, I'll just show you like little things that I've been buying off of AliExpress here and there that are really pretty and really cute and really fun. But I hope you enjoyed today's video and how to marble dip powder nails, along with now I wish I would have done more of these strawberry nails or done everything. And also I wish I would have added lemon, because it was really giving strawberry lemonade, and I don't know why I did not think to use the lemons, but I just think I didn't want to do too much and have the nail be too bulky or too thick or look weird. But they turned out absolutely amazing. And actually filing through that TEMU, it actually kept its like a really pretty design. And of course, like throughout the entire TEMU, it's the same design through the whole thing. So I've learned that if you file through them a little bit, it might be okay, because it's going to keep that design as long as you don't file too far down. Or so you definitely want to make sure that you do a nice thick encapsulation, because you can fix a lot with filing. Okay, so with that being said, thank you again to AZUREBEAUTY for these gorgeous colors. This was like the perfect summer mani, and thank you all so much for being the best part of my channel. Here was a little midnight snack, because by the time I was finished and deciding on what I wanted to do with my nails and add the bling, it was almost midnight. So I thought these little elf cookies were just so cute, and they're absolutely like one of my favorite cookies ever. So yeah, don't forget your cuticle oil, and I will show you what these look like outside as well. And thank you so much again for being the best part of my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.